Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Greg and this is Puddle Walkers Outdoors. Alright guys, in today's episode, I've got a new product for you. Now I don't typically do reviews outside of the products that I already use myself because those are companies that I stand by. But this in particular product happened to be something that I was in the market for whenever this company reached out to me. And the product today is this ArmyTek Wizard C2 Pro headlamp. And it's also like you can use it as a handheld lamp and you can also clip it on this stuff, guys. We're gonna go over this flashlight, take a look at it, and let's see what we think about it. So what I was looking for, guys, was something to actually record live fishing at nighttime. I like to do a lot of nighttime fishing, but I don't make videos on it because it's so hard to actually capture good footage in nighttime without like proper lighting. Now for some places, like if you're going to like a boat ramp or somewhere along close to a pier where you could bring this stuff and it's a short walk from your car, it's not a problem to pack a bunch of lighting in. But I'm like most people that I go off the beaten trail. So the idea of carrying tripod lights, power sources on top of my fishing poles, my bait and my tackle, it's just a lot of stuff to pack in a long ways to the point I don't want to do it. Plus, it costs a lot of money to get that kind of lighting. So when ArmyTek reached out to me, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and give it a try. I checked out their website before I made any agreement, and the light actually produces a 2500 lumen. That is a really bright light, and it casts a 131 meter throw. Now for my fellow Americans, that's like 440 feet. And for my fellow hillbillies, that's like a football field and a half. All right, that's a long ways. And it's also a white light, so it's gonna shine out a little different. So a cell phone usually produces like a yellow light, and so you get a different style beam. It's not as bright as you would want it to be versus like a bright white light. So I'm looking forward, guys, to see how it's gonna look. We're gonna go out to the creek and we're gonna fish for some bait. And then afterwards, we're gonna go to the river in Paragon and see what we can catch and also test out this light. We're gonna test it out against the cell phone light. I'll let you guys see what that looks like. It's also a very durable light, guys. It's made out of aircraft grade aluminum. It's waterproof up to like 10 meters. And it's also shock resistant up to 10 meters. And it also has a magnetic end where you can stick it on. It comes with a headset and it also comes with a clip where you can clip it on the stuff. My plan is to clip it onto the GoPro and see if I can't just use it like an attachment, right? Like I'll have a 2500 lumen light attachment. All right, guys, stick around. It's ought to be great. All right, guys, we're gonna get our bait right here at Lake Monroe Spillway. This time of year, you can usually find crappie and little bluegill just scattered all along these rocks around the banks. Nothing of really any size, mainly just some fun fish to come out and catch. Most everything we should catch today should be like in the 3 to 6 inch range. I really don't expect any 12-inch crappie today. I really never expect 12-inch crappie from this creek. Not that they're not in here, it's just this creek is hit so hard. You can see there's like 4 vehicles down there parked, ready to fish. So it's getting loaded up. I had to come over to the other side. I'm gonna probably walk back a little ways and then come back here to the front. Usually right here where the rocks and the mud meet. It tends to be a good transition point for crappie. So we'll probably catch everything we need right there, and we'll see you guys soon. There we go. Come right back down here and we call this one. Another old black crappie. Oh, get out of there. Get off my jig. Just a little guy. These big ones will be in here soon enough though, I promise you that. They like to be up on these root balls though in these creeks. Watch him come up and out for it. Got him at time. That was so much fun. I'm definitely ready for big crappie season, but that's a lot of fun right there. Put on this Tennessee Creek shark. Let's see what we can catch with it. There we go. Crappie on the Tennessee Creek shark. That's a lot of fun. Just a little guy, but he did not hesitate. The Tennessee Creek shark, guys. It's on a 16th ounce jig head. You can find these at Creek Life Lure Company. Alright guys, you heard the sirens going off. That means they are opening up the dam. They're going to let some water out and the creek is going to rise rather quickly. So I'm done. I got my couple fish for bait for tonight, so I think I'm good to go. Monroe Spillway did me okay today. One bluegill, one little bitty bass, bunch of little bitty crappie. So more than I was expecting this time of year, but hey, we'll take what we can get. Alright guys. All right guys, so we're cast out here. I'm gonna fish this little swirl right here. We've got Annabelle down here, we've got Garrett, and we've got Hayden with us tonight. We're looking for a monster catfish, but we'll take anything we can catch. I just recently caught a smallmouth buffalo. I'll put the picture up. Maybe we get lucky and catch some more. I didn't even get the SD card in the camera yet. I was still in the process of getting it set up. And then I was stepping on my rod here and I just felt my rod just get slammed. Picked it up, set the hook, and then it was go time. But we're ready now. We've got the cameras up and going. Let's get fishing, guys. And when the sun goes down, we'll start to test the light. All right, guys, that's how I'm gonna set the camera up. I just clipped it right onto the harness. I checked out the just a little bit ago, since it's starting to get a little dark. It don't seem like it, but for most cameras, when you start getting these low light, it looks a lot darker than it normally is. And so I'm hoping that this is gonna shine enough light, and I checked and it really did seem like it was gonna at least protrude enough light and not create a glare on the actual camera view. Some more light difference, guys. So here's the cell phone. Cell phone lights are like a yellow warm light. Got about the same spot I was having the camera at earlier. You can see, you can't hardly see anything. There's the kids down there. You can kind of see the glow of their headlamps because they've got just a regular headlamp. Everything's just so orange. Now watch whenever I turn this dude on. It's like, damn, it's like night and day right there. Two total different lights.
Hey, we don't need the sun, man. Hey.
I like it. I definitely like the difference. I think this light's great for recording at night. Garrett's got a good fish on over here.
I don't know what it is, though. It's good.
Yeah, nice channel cat. Good job, Garrett. Let me get down here, do you? Oh. Hey, Hayden, you want to move your rod? I'm coming down. I didn't want to come down on your rod. Would you catch this one here on? Was it
a worm on a small hook and a roll sinker.
Hook.
Yep.
Hang on, man. It looks really good.
It is.
Not a
Nice
bad cat.
channel.
I think the picture looks pretty good too. Let me try a different light setting. Yeah, there's no light or there. That's the light right there. So you can barely see him. That's about as bright as a normal headlamp right there. That's no light. That's the second light. And that's the good light. That thing is so bright.
Blinding, yeah.
It works perfect though. All right, man, go let your fish go. All right, I gotta try to get back up here. I'm jumping down this hill. Come film, Garrett. Oh! I tell you guys what though, I think the light works pretty good. From what I can tell, you know, of course it's bright enough to see. That's not in question. But from what I could see on the camera, it looked like it was getting a pretty good shot. It was almost getting too good of a shot. It was almost wiping out the fish. All right, get myself situated over here. See, I think I'm stuck on something here. Okay, we're loose. All right, guys, that is a wrap on the episode. Only the 2 fish at the river, but I had a great time hanging out with the kids. So let's look into this light a little bit more. So one of the things you're going to find in a box is going to be your actual head harness. As you see, it's got a little plastic piece on here with a little rubber strap. That there's for locking it on, and also allows you to pop it on and off easily. Now the light itself is pretty simple. I added the clip on there. The clip comes with it. It'll come with the clip off. You've got a 1 button, does it all kind of thing. 1 click turns it on, 1 click turns it off. And then when you turn it on, if you actually hold it, it'll actually cycle through the different light settings. There's actually 3 settings. There's like a walking light, a flashlight, and then a high beam. Just cycle through them by holding it down. It'll go, and when you're on the brightness that you want, you just let go and it'll hold there. And then if you turn it off and turn it back on, it'll go back to the last setting used. Another thing, guys, is the metal end right here. This is where the charger plugs in. That is also a magnet. This allows you to hook it, like say you're working on a car, you can hook it onto the hood of something, or if you're somewhere where there's metal, you can stick it to it. It's a pretty strong magnet. I tested it out. It also has a warning that it gets extremely hot. I think it says it right here on this end right here. Yeah, it does. The camera just won't focus on it, but it says, caution, hot surface. All right. And I checked it when we were fishing, and it didn't get hot out in the cold weather. But when I was inside my house and I was using it, it did get hot. It's got a warning, says that it can cause fire if it's too close to clothing, so keep that in mind. And the last thing that it comes with is actually a holster. I don't know where mine's at. I thought I brought it with me, but I didn't. But the light will slide right into the holster. The holster's got a loop on it, so you can put it onto a belt. The housing is military grade aluminum, which is kind of nice. But the only thing I don't like is the coating that it has on it. It's not very scratch resistant, so it's going to pick up any kind of scratches, stuff like that. That's part of it, right? It's also waterproof. If you drop this in the water, like I was saying, I'm using it for fishing, so if it falls off and plops into the water, you're not going to kill it. It's waterproof, I believe, up to either 10 meters or 30 meters. I'll have to check the box. And it's also shock resistant, so if you've got it hooked on something that falls off and hits the ground, it's not just going to break. But you can pick these things up, guys, on ArmyTek website. You'll find the link down in the description. They the market value, I believe, was like $90 on them, so what they'd go for. Also got a promo code PWO15. You can use that at checkout and you can get 15% off. My overall, I am pretty excited with it. We're pretty pleased with it. I thought it worked great. It covered everything that I wanted it to do. The only thing I didn't like, it was almost too bright to record with. So maybe turn it down a setting and then using another light to kind of really light up an area. And I think that I could produce some pretty good outdoor fishing videos with this. I think it's great for anything outdoors, anything fishing. I think it will cover your needs. I like the low beam setting. When I go deer hunting, I walk into the woods. I try to be as inconspicuous as I possibly can. And a lot of times I'll walk in without a flashlight even on because I feel like the deer that are bedded, they notice that light coming in and they're going to be leery of you as the sun comes up. So I like that the low setting on it was really dim. Because that allows you just like a perfect walking light when you're trying to sneak into a little hunting area. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by.